guys, Bulma here, and joining me is my cute cat companion, Pip.
Meowth, that's right.
Monster Hunter Beta!
Alright.
Woo!
Oh, a little late on the upload here. We got a little caught up in the day, but we're here.
As you do, but yep, here we go. Ah!
Yeah, we're gonna screw around, a little character creation. Do the first two of the three monsters on display here. Coming back shortly after I've learned some controls. And I'm not a huge scrub-a-dub-dub.
It was actually really misleading because on the PlayStation Store it said 9 a.m. But then I looked online and it was local Pacific time. And it was like, oh, so
Traders.
12 o'clock for us.
Traders.
So we had to wait a little bit too, so...
Well, it's okay. All the same. This is... Guys. Wow, this is fun.
And the little cat!
Look at the little cat people! Oh, they're gonna be so angry!
The little ears.
Oh.
It's amazing.
I instantly love this. Instantly. We'll talk shop about the game as we're watching here. Give you guys at home a feel for it. See if this is your thing or not. I will say first impressions, this feels like I got thrown into the middle of a Dark Souls campaign with no explanation as to how anything works. Or you know,
no experience, like just like, oh, you know everything. Here you go.
Yeah, I've never played one of these games before, so I'm very at a loss for how like even the base mechanics work. So trying to figure it out on the fly was.
Here you go, fight the four kings.
Yeah, it's fun. It was fun though. I like that type of experience, just getting thrown right into the middle of it and having to go and explore.
Oh, the little outfits.
No, this game is cute. I like it. No, I mean, it's not really cute, but the little cat person's cute.
Yeah, the cat. The cat is... I was already sold, but the cat just pushed me up, like, 200%.
Agreed.
I was at 100. 110, you know.
Yeah, we're up there now. We're up there.
So we gained Monster Hunter World Beta today, but we lost Sunny in Philadelphia on Netflix.
No!
We've been binge watching. I think we've talked about this. We've been watching the crap out of it.
Well, they say the world's your oyster.
Yeah, but oysters ain't for me.
You're the belle of the ball, but you ain't my cup of tea. They always vote you best in show, but this doggy disagrees. 'Cause I like life at Patty's Pub.
Yeah, we were watching it this morning, and then
Oh,
it just shut off.
Yeah.
I was gonna put The Nightman Cometh on.
in the middle of an episode.
Yeah, it was really...
Netflix, why?
You're a husk of what you used to be now. I'm just a little... I'm like, I don't even want to go on Netflix right now, because I know there's not Sunny, but...
Although on the flip side, we did just watch Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
Yeah,
which I loved it. It was so cute. It made me cry like a little baby.
Yeah, it was really funny.
It was really funny. Guys, if you're expecting like an action movie or something, or like, like a superhero, there are stakes here. Like, no. This is very like Looney Tunes, the kind of shit that they survive and just laugh
like,
about.
They get thrown into the situation and they're just like, oh man, like we get to save the galaxy again? Like, cool. Like, we get to charge more.
This is more of a comedy than most Marvel movies lean towards.
Which is refreshing.
It is refreshing. Well, I mean, Marvel's already kind of has a comedy lean towards it. This is like a full-on comedy movie.
Speaking of which, I hate the new Marvel little logo that plays before the movie. The new one. I was like, hey, go back to the comic book one at least. Like, I don't know. It was really...
Sorry, I'll be fiddling around here with the controls, trying to figure it out. I kept trying to press square for to attack, but it's triangle and circle and R2.
The scout flies have found something. Go get a closer look.
Well, that's a big axe.
It's like a sword axe. It's kind of like has the Bloodborne thing going on where you have like trick weapons that turn into, you know, they essentially function as two different types of weapons.
Well, I'm already so about that.
Me too. It seemed like there were other types of weapons that weren't necessarily trick weapons. Like they have a bow and they have like guns and I don't know. They have all sorts of items on display here, man. All sorts of weapons. It's really cool. I'm gonna record something a little later with where we fight the third monster on display here during the beta. We're going to be using this. It's like a spear that you can like pole vault into the air and like jump around on people. It's really neat. We won't see it in this video, so we won't hype it too much. But this video is me just trying to learn the controls and figure out what's going on. Get my ass kicked a little bit.
Looks great.
Looks great. Bear in mind that we will be seeing 2 successful hunts.
Woo!
We didn't upload failure. There was no failure to upload. Oh, little cute cat person.
I know, I keep looking at it like when you're running along and just following you.
Now, it definitely seems like there's... If you're a fan of the series and you know what's going on, you will probably be frustrated to hell watching me fuddle around with this. But, it seemed pretty easy to pick up. After the first initial runs here, I went into practice mode and fiddled around for a bit and came out and retried the first couple missions. They went a lot smoother. A lot smoother with a little know-how. Very fun game, though. I'm psyched for the release. Some of the controls seem a little janky. Like, it says, like, to unsheath your weapon, but, you know, you just pull your weapon out and start swinging, which isn't too big of a deal, I suppose. Something about the transitory phases in between, like, pulling your weapon out and putting it away and starting to run. It just seems a little stiff. And again, this is beta. Maybe it'll be worked out by release, or maybe this is just the way that it's supposed to handle. The locking on in the game seems a little jank. Like, I'm locked on, and when I attack, my guy doesn't necessarily track the monster. You know what I mean? Like, I'll start swinging in the direction that I was facing instead of turning around to swing at the monster. These are all little tiny things, you know what I mean? But worth pointing out. I'm not sure if there are like invincibility frames on your dodges or not. At certain points I felt like there were, and then at certain points I felt like there weren't. So I don't know. Invincibility frames when you dodge, meaning like if you dodge at the right time, even if the like monster will hit you, if you dodged at the right time, it'll just, you know, deal no damage to you because you had an invincibility frame in your dodge.
Yeah, he does not look happy. He's like, yo, bro, cut it out, man. Quit smacking me.
I love this, man. I like the fact that these are like bosses. You know, these are essentially like bosses, but at the same time they just feel like regular enemies out in the world. This both feels like it's a boss fight, like an epic boss fight, and like it's a regular encounter with a regular bog standard enemy.
It's not like walk into a room and then everything starts up like, "Wah," and all the boss type shit.
Do you guys know those games where you play a game and you fight a boss, it's a cool boss fight, and then you walk into the next room and he's now a bog standard enemy? I feel like that's kind of the gist of this. Like, you know, by the time later on in the game, this will be a bog standard enemy, but the first time you fight him, he's going to be like a boss fight.
Yeah.
But it seems like it does it in a natural way instead of like, hey, we're going to give you this guy, you know, as regular enemy, but we're going to pump him with a bunch of stats and a bunch of health and make him deal more damage and maybe even give him a cool move or two that the regular enemies going forward will not have.
The pig bosses in the chalice dungeons of Bloodborne. Things like that.
Kinda. The chalice dungeons are a little different because those are
Yeah,
just,
it's
you
a-
know,
Yeah, it's
randomly generated things. And there are bosses in the chalice dungeons that aren't regular enemies that you won't fight anywhere else, which I think is really cool.
Yeah. I was like how the monsters, like they're like retreating.
See, that was cool.
You
Like,
completed the quest.
turned the sword into an axe that, like, shot a bullet off or something like that. That's neat. There's a lot of combos going on in here. That,
Oh my god, it's the cat riding the lizard thing? What was
yes! He was totally just riding the lizard thing. I don't know if the cat grabs control of the lizard monsters or... I don't know what's going on with that. I feel like if you played this game from the beginning and all this stuff was happening as it goes, you know, you'd learn all the combos for your weapons as you're going, and you learn all the little details of, you know, how to use your sling and how to distract the monsters and how to do things a little more awesome. This feels like, you know, they just throw you right into the middle of it. They give you all the gear you need. They give you all the weapons, and they're like, all right, now go. Figure it out. Whoa. A little overwhelming.
Good luck.
Good luck. But I like it. I like it so far. I like a game that treats me like I've played a video game before. You know, there are games for the people, for the grandmas and the first time gamers. You know what I mean? I don't mean to say like if you're old you can't enjoy video games. That's nonsense. I used to play World of Warcraft, and one of my guild leaders was like 67 years old. You know, I mean,
My grandma owned a GameCube and a PlayStation 2.
well, I hear it is.
For her.
I hear it is quite common nowadays for, you know, older people to own a game system that they play, you know, one game on. Like
Yeah, she had like RPGs, a few.
yeah.
Like Final Fantasy 8.
Well, like a friend's mom of mine has played every single Zelda game, you know, since like Ocarina of Time. That's just her thing. She buys the new system. She goes and buys the new Zelda. That's, you know, I don't think she plays anything else.
We've received
But Zelda's her jam.
roaming around these parts. So let's
You know, more power to her.
open up your map.
Probably gets more enjoyment out of her one video game purchase every year or two than we all get out of all our video game purchases put together.
Yeah.
Try heading over to this area here and search for any items they may have left behind.
But then again,
If you ever
she'll
get
never
lost,
get to experience
your map.
something like this, which is totally just top tier. I'm finding it top tier so far anyway, guys. It is the beta.
Oh, it looks fun as hell.
I am hyped. You guys have to remember any criticism I'm giving right now. I'm in a hyped state. We're hyped for this game.
Oh, yeah.
So anything short of like a big loot box falling down in front of me and farting in my face, I'm gonna be pretty happy. Just farting out better gear than I already have. With a prompt to buy more for $3.99. So, I mean, barring that, enjoyment's probably going to be pretty good. Granted, if that happens, never seen a boycott happen so fast. Whee!
So you're tracking down the... What are you doing right now?
Yeah, we're tracking down the second monster here. The first one was that big lizard thing. This is some, I don't know, I guess another big lizard-looking thing. But
Lizards.
Little different bent. A lot of the like the running and stuff takes notes from, you know, Shadow of War, Shadow of Mordor. Really fluid. You know, you don't have to press any buttons to, you don't have to press anything to like crouch down and crawl through little openings or to climb up ledges or something. You know, you just run up to it and you climb it.
Huh.
Which I have to admit, that kind of mechanic spoils the crap out of me. When I play a game that doesn't have it, it irks me. I feel so sticky. You will see it during this hunt here that I keep trying to jump onto the monster and mount him. And I'm not quite figuring out how to do it. So eventually we just go full Hambo on him. But figure it out as you go.
Yeah. The beauty of a new game.
As of the time of this recording, we have figured it out, and the next video will be a lot of mounting.
Ha ha ha.
Yuck.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like a big stone lizard.
Gnarly.
Alright. He's got like a big hammerhead thing on the front. See, so I mount him right here. Don't know how. Just like slid up to him and it just instantly jumped onto his back and
Instamo.
And now I'm kind of jumping around here, not realizing what's going on. And he's trying to buck me off. You gotta wonder though, like how much good you're really doing poking him when he's basically a giant boulder.
Longsword is a close-range weapon designed for cutting attacks. You can gather your spirit to increase its power.
And we did switch up weapons. We've switched to some kind of
Wow.
gun blade katana thing. Not wild about this. Going forward, probably won't see a repeat. Very much in love with the pole vaulting spear.
Yeah.
Very much in love with that.
Yeah, that looked pretty sick. Watching you play it.
Yeah. And they got like ghillie suits that you can equip. Haven't really screwed around with those, but like there's one that like conceals you. Sorry for saying like so much, guys. There's a ghillie suit that you can use that you can blend into bushes and shrubbery and stuff with it. There's another one that gives you more air time, like more glide time, and makes it easier to mount the monsters and go stabby on them.
Huh. No, man.
Now again, I haven't used it, but I have seen a video of that one in particular where like he jumps off a thing and uses it, and like kind of uses like a flying squirrel thing, like spreads it out and kind of glides out. Pretty neat looking. Again, there's a lot on display here. As you can see, I'm trying to jump on this thing and just failing horribly because I'm not figuring it out.
Monster's getting a kick out of it.
Oh yeah, yes. I will note some clipping issues here. This monster is having no problem running through this giant rock plateau.
He don't give a fuck. He's like,
He doesn't care.
I break all laws.
I say, look at this. Look at this.
Your health is low.
No.
Well, maybe not
kitty.
that so much. He ran up to it and pounded me off.
Will
But
stun you, meaning you won't be able to move. Look out, your health is
Man, what are those like pterodactyl dragon things in the background? Like,
yeah.
Jesus.
So I'm not sure if they're supposed to be engaging with me right now or not. Again, this is beta. Trying to mount and failing again. See, like, I feel like I should be mounting him. You know, jumping right onto his head. There are times, even when I was using the pole vaulting spear that you'll see in the next video, where I felt like I should have been mounting him, and I'm just not.
The monster is on the move. Use the scout flies as a guide.
And I don't know if this is a me thing or a beta thing. I really like how the monsters will retreat.
Oh, yeah.
You know, you're beating up on the monster and they're like, screw this, I'm getting out of here.
Mm-hmm.
And they just haul off and run away.
Which seems like, or like if they were, maybe they're, there's like, yeah, fuck this, I'm out of here. Ow.
Yeah.
Oh. I'm gonna go chill over here. You stay over there.
I know eventually they'll like try and make their way back to their nests. Presumably where they're the safest, you know. They're in their element.
Yeah, it seems really realistic. Like I could.
Seems cool as, you know, I'm not a very avid hunter. I've been hunting once when I was a wee chitlin with my uncle, but didn't even shoot anything. It was mostly a lot of it's like that Ron White stand-up. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. It's cold out. I got deer urine on my boots. I'm not sure why. You know, it was boring, but you know, sure it's a little funner when you get to shoot something and bring it back and eat it.
Yeah.
As my uncle is prone to do, he wasn't just a one of those hunters you hear about who goes and, you know, shoots a lion just so he can say he did it. God, screw those people.
Agreed.
If you're one of those people and you're listening, why, man? Come on.
Yeah.
What the hell? I highly doubt that you're one of these people and listening. I mean, I'm just saying. if you are, please comment. I'm baffled.
Yeah.
Like, where?
Reach out to us.
Reach out here. Reach out, guys. What's up with that? That's weird to me. Like right there. Boom. Should have mounted him. Maybe I have to do like, you know, maybe you have to drop an attack on him and then you mount him. But that seems counterintuitive. I don't know. Beta or bug, guys? Leave your opinions.
Whoa.
Yeah, he just hopped out of here. He's done. I chopped off his tail. He's like, "Fuck you, dude."
Oh, shit.
Don't know really why we're jumping off there.
Reminds me of like on Mario 64, like jump backwards off shit.
Yay! Woo!
Yay!
I hear Super Mario Odyssey gets pretty intense with those jumps. I've been hearing nothing but good stuff about that.
Yeah.
Seems to be calling back to the N64 days.
And those different like caps for like outfits or whatever that you can wear for put on Mario, and there's the Luigi one, and it said the L stands for winner.
Yeah.
And there's like a 64 cap, so you could be playing the game but look like 64 version Mario. Like, that's really neat.
Now, guys, I'll take this opportunity to tell you that I have a pretty big phobia of the ocean and the water. Think Finn. Think Finn in that episode of the ocean. The little drop of the ocean gets on him, his face goes all crazy.
Adventure time.
Yeah, it scares me. So just running through that little area and seeing these like prehistoric dinosaurs in there just gave me the willies on a level that really shouldn't be happening from a video game.
Yeah, water equals nope.
And now this is one of the coolest things. I really didn't think that this was worth recording. This whole run, just seeing me fiddle about and screw around with this guy. But something happens here really shortly that makes this worth the record. Guys, it's incredible. And I'm pretty sure it wasn't some like scripted thing either. I'm pretty sure it's just happened. Should be coming up any second now. Yeah, this guy's, you know, I've been hitting him. I chopped off his tail, so now he's like slamming around and he's puking out this mucus onto the ground that's like slowing me down, and I can't move in it. Giving him free attacks on me. Chopping off different pieces of him, you know, different bits of his armor. Yeah, right here, guys. Right here. A freak Loch Ness monster just burst out of the water.
Oh, hell no.
Monsters are fighting each
And,
What?
yeah. Just comes and starts taking it to this thing.
Holy shit.
Like, guys, I'm pretty sure that wasn't scripted. If it was, you know, I retract my statement. But, that was awesome. That was so awesome. And he's not even worried about me anymore. He's just like, screw you. Get away from me, giant. You're not Jurassic Park. You're not Jurassic Worlding me.
Oh, man. Nasty.
Yeah, I mean, that was wicked. And I assume things like that can happen dynamically throughout the rest of the world.
Yeah.
I was playing something that wasn't on, you know, in one of my practice runs that wasn't on camera. A monster was running away from me back to his lair, and he ran through an area with the first monster, the big, you know, lizard-looking thing. And the lizard-looking thing chased us into the den of the original monster that I was chasing, and proceeded to... I'm not sure if they were fighting one another, like, you know, like in that one, but they were both trying to fight me. And it became a very frantic game of like, get away from one of them to slay the other one.
Jeez.
But I mean, that is neat. Just a little dynamics in your game. It's good stuff. Dynamic storytelling is a good way to do things. Keeps it fresh. So I mean, hypothetically, you could play this 10 times, and maybe that Loch Ness Monster thing doesn't burst out and fight this guy 10 times. That scared the crap out of me. Yeah, we're chipping away at this guy. Slowly but surely. That's what you get when you try and fight with the rock lobsters, though, guys.
I was thinking the same thing. I was going, rock lobster? In my head.
Rock lobster. Oh. Well, guys. Well, I guess now that the hype for this is being realized, I guess it's time to start the new hype train. Dragon Ball Z Fighters.
Woo!
Coming out here sometime next year.
I think it's coming out the same day.
You sure?
I was looking, I know it's coming out in January.
Because I know it says that if you pre-order the game, you get access to the beta that is to be announced at a later date. I'm not sure if we're going to pre-order it or not. I think...
Same day, 26th January.
Wow. Wonder when the beta's happening for that then.
I'm pretty sure the beta happened a while ago.
Wow, how dirty.
I'm pretty sure.
Well, ignore me, guys. I'm just out of the loop on this one. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait and hear on that one. Well, I guess the debate already happened. The waiting and hearing's already done. I basically just want to see if there's gonna be loot boxes and stuff, guys. I really hope not. But I just want to see the way that the current business practices have been happening in the AAA market. I want to wait and see. As far as I'm we got Xenoverse. We got Xenoverse 2.
Yeah.
Xenoverse 2 was anti-hype.
I was really excited for it, and then I was like, okay, this could have been maybe like, an update, some DLC.
It was a Left 4 Dead 2 thing. You know what I mean? Like, when Left 4 Dead came out, it was a good game. Kind of bare bones, and it set the model for Left 4 Dead 2. Left 4 Dead 2 came out as a full retail price $60 game with, DLC and da-da-da-da-da. It could have just been an update or an expansion or DLC for Left 4 Dead 1, but, they wanted to make their money, guys. That's what Xenoverse 2 was. Could have just been an update. Could have been, really expansive DLC. Nah. They went to repackage it and sell it to you for $100 for all the DLC, $60 again. No. If you have both, you're going to feel screwed. If you have just one or the other, you're going to feel great. But, we have both. I want to see that Dragon Ball Z Fighters is going to live up to this hype. Because right now, it looks good. Looks great. And we're pretty hyped.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything about any microtransactions or loot boxes in Dragon Ball Fighters.
I saw $40 for the DLC, and it's just 8 fighters.
I did.
I don't know about that, guys.
Apparently, Xenoverse 2 recently added microtransactions in it, though.
Oh, really?
For the little TP medals you could earn from doing parallel quests and other things. Yeah, I guess you can pay real money for them now.
Ouch. Well, you heard it here first, guys. Don't buy Xenoverse 2. Disappointing.
Yeah.
Microtransactions, $60 games, nothing I hate more. Now, guys, we do play free-to-play games here as well.
Yeah.
And we are accepting of microtransactions in them because companies got to make money, and if they make money, we see more games that we enjoy.
Mm-hmm.
But then there's just unfettered greed, which we as consumers just cannot support. Well, we are winding down here. We're gonna reach the end here. We're just gonna put the finishing touches on old, I don't know,
Rock lizard?
old Taser Face here. Taser Face! Oh, man. Guardians of the Galaxy 2, guys. Guardians of the Galaxy 2. Go watch it. It's on Netflix.
Yeah, I was... A+.
A+, guys. A+. And if you want to check this game out, PlayStation Plus, guys, it's $10 a month. Go check it. Play it for the next 3 days. Daily uploads on the Daily Brief here, guys.
Thanks for checking it out.
See ya!